Having good offensive skills is the key to being a successful basketball player. In this tape, Rollie Massimino and his Villanova University Wildcats will show you the drills, the moves, and the motivation that they use every day in practice. To be a better offensive player, watch this tape often. Learn the moves that these players have mastered, and strive to be the very best you can be.
I'm very happy today to talk to you about what it takes to be a good offensive basketball player. You see, there are four kinds of players. There's a player that dominates, there's a player that is good, there's a player that just competes, and then there's a player who really doesn't want to be a player. So what you have to do is to develop a winning attitude about the game of basketball. And if you do that, now you are able to find the way. And I kind of think that we should all, as player and or as athletes, to establish a common denominator, and that is to be the best you possibly can be. You see, we have a slogan here at Villanova, and that is, dare to be different. Try to do something that's just a little bit different than what everybody else does. So in this tape, let's make sure that you understand exactly what we're doing. Now let's get to work, and let's turn into a very, very good offensive player. We're going to open up this segment on agilities. Agilities for the post players and agilities for the perimeter players. Obviously, agilities are very, very important, especially for hand quickness and foot quickness. This is called footwork square. As you can see, they're jumping frontwards, sideways, backwards, and sideways again. A little quicker, fellas. That-a-way. Footwork square. That's the way to go. Footwork square. Coming into a square, going from right to left to right to left. Good. Get them up. That-a-way. Keep going. That-a-way. Good job. This is called crossover run. Crossover run, bringing the left over right, right over left. Up there quicker. Bring it up over left. Keep going. Good. Keep it over. Very good agility for the feet. Keep going. Good. That-a-way. Move! You young freshmen, incredible. We just saw the crossover run in place. Now the crossover run in running steps for more agility. Crossing that leg over. Good. Cross that leg right up over. This is called the karaoke, where they're crossing their right leg on top and bringing their right leg underneath. Now they're coming back with their left leg on top and their left leg underneath for great agility purposes. Come across and underneath. These are called lane slides. You notice the bigger guy's not getting down. Touch that way, Paul. Touched it. That's the way. Touch the lane. Touch it, Ken. Usually the big guys don't touch it, but we're going to make them touch that floor. That's the way, Paul. Touch that line. Touch the line. Kenny's a little bit smaller to the ground, or closer, that is, so he can get down and touch. Touch that away. Get your head up, Ken. That's the way. This is called knees to our chest. Very good for jumping skills and getting off the floor as quickly as possible. That's the way, fellas. Get the knees right up to the chest. Trying to bring our knees up to our chest. Knees up to our chest. Good. The supplement to this jumping agility is heels to their tail. As you can see, they got to get it up. Trying to touch the tail, getting themselves off the floor. Now we're really putting together the whole agility. Knees to chest, heels to tail. Knees to chest, heels to tail. A little bit more difficult, fellas. Get them up. That's the way. Get them up. Go up there and get that rebound. Get that rebound. Now we have a series of hand clapping drills where we're now going up on top and trying to get the ball from top and then get the ball from the bottom. Really quick. quicker. Now we're going to reverse our hands. Upper left, lower right. Quicker, Tommy. All right, good. This is for front body balance with our hands while we're in our defensive stance. Staying down. As you can see, they can balance themselves. Good. Stay down. This one, we're going up with our hands to block the jump shot, simulating crossing over the dribble and then back into our stance. Blocking the jump shot, getting the dribble, back into our stance. Quickness, quickness, out of way, quickness. This is basically a floor to chest kind of movement for quickness of our hands so that when we're playing defense, we're ready to go and going from side to side or front and back. This segment is agilities for the post player. You don't really have to be a post player to do it, but some of you bigger guys who think maybe you need additional quickness, this will be very beneficial for you. This is a reaction drill to a different size ball. As you can see, we're using a basketball, a volleyball, and a tennis ball. Tommy couldn't do this a couple of years ago, but has done a very good job in working at this. As you can see, he's reacting. Very good reaction. As you can see, not only are there 4 different kinds of balls, but one is weighted. The other is a lighter ball. This is a regular basketball, and then we have the tennis ball. So there are 4 different weighted kinds of balls that Tommy is reacting to. This is called our extension drill, where we're trying to get good rebounding position, hand quickness, foot quickness from one side of the lane to the other. You can see Mark's going from one side of the lane to the other. Very difficult to do. He's reacting to the basketball. Go get it, Mark. Good. This is called 2 balls on the box. Right now, Rodney's going after the ball for agility, quickness, and conditioning. Going right after the ball, picking it up, which is not easy, and putting it in the basket. He's what we call a bully as he extends to the basket, laying the ball into the basket. Good job, Rodney. Up here, picking it up. Don't try to dribble it. This right up there, extend. Up there, extend. That's the way. Extend. Sure, it's easy to put the ball on the floor there, young men. Right up there, going parallel to the baseline. Good. Now Doug West will demonstrate 2 balls from the wing instead of the box. He's extending and using what we call a bully move. His body now is parallel to the baseline. Strong, Doug. Extend. Get it out there. Make him go get it. That's the way, Paul Vryn. Make him go and get it. That's the way, Doug. Out there extending himself, parallel, and getting the ball and taking it to the basket. That is called an extension bully move to the basket. Very good. This is our board tipping drill using just our right hand as we're going up on a glass, getting the timing of the jump. Good job. Keep it up. Now we're using our weak hand, getting up on a glass, going up and get it. Good timing, jumping so we can rebound the ball when someone shoots and misses. Get it up. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up. Good. Now we're going to combine the right and the left. A little bit more difficult. Keeping it up. Right and left. And right and left. Good job, both of you. Keep it up, fellas. Good job, guys. This is a little bit more difficult and good timing. You can see the timing to keep that ball up as it comes off the glass. Good job. This segment is agilities for the perimeter people, which contains mostly foot quickness and ball quickness. But you big people also can get involved in this also, because as you grow older, you tend to get deeper and deeper and begin to face the basket. This is called jumping the line. As quickly as they can go, jumping over that line. Good job. Keep it up over. Come on, good. quickly as we can. Quick feet, quick feet. That's what we're looking for, so we can move from one side of the court to the other. Quick, quick, wait. This is quick feet to high step, getting their legs up in a running position. Quick feet, as fast as they can go, to high step, high step. Ready? Stance. Quick feet, guys. This is called eagle drill. Ready? Quarter eagles. Right, good. Half eagles. Half and back. Three-quarter eagles and back. Full eagles all the way around and stay in stance. Good job. Stance. Go. Right, pound those feet. Quarter eagle. There and back. Half eagle and back. Three-quarter eagle and back. Full eagle. Back and away. This is called a hopscotch drill. This is something that you guys or girls have used many times right in your own backyard. But we use it as an agility drill on the basketball floor. Ready, fellas? Go. Up, together, spread, together, split, spread. Good. Quick. Let's do it a little bit quicker. Up, together. Good. Out of the way. Just like we're hopscotching. Good. Now we're going to introduce some ball handling agility drills. These are all stationary. These are things that you can use before you go out on a court, all by yourself. And then, once you put that ball on the floor, you're going to be as good a ball handler as anybody you play against. The first group includes the following. Here we go, ball tips. As quickly as we can, up on top of our head. Up over our head. Now around our head. Now we're going to roll the ball around our head. Just for quickness. Now around our waist. Quickly, snap that ball, fellas. Snap it. Snap it. Now around our knees. Quickly as possible. Good. Now around our ankles. Quickly as possible. Right around our ankles. Quickly as possible. Snap it out. Now we're going around our right leg as quickly as we possibly can. Snapping it. Now our left leg. Right. Snap it. Snap it. Right. Snap it. Good. Now let's put both legs together and snap it as low, right down by our ankles. Just as we did. Good. A little bit more difficult. Snap it. Good. Now we're getting into the stationary dribbling skills. Here we go around the right leg, just using our right hand. That's the way. Good control. Good control. That's the way. Got to control that ball with our fingertips as we go. Now we're going around our left leg with our left hand. Good job. Control that ball. Control that ball. Get your heads up if we can, guys. Keep your heads up. Good. It's away. Good. Now we've combined both. We're going into what we call a figure eight drill. A little bit deeper out there, Doug. This drill is good. Control the ball. Figure eights. Right around our body. Keep our heads up. That's a way to go, David. Keep our heads up. Right around our body. Control that ball, Doug. Right. Control that ball. Control the ball. Now, we're going to develop your offensive skills. We will start with straight ball handling skills. Then from there, we're going to teach you how to receive the basketball. And after that, include some agilities so that you can shoot the ball better, pass the ball better, and dribble the ball better. This is called strictly speed dribbling. He's going up with his right hand, coming back with his left, as quickly as he possibly can go. Up with his right as quickly as he can go, speed dribbling, beating his man up the floor. This is the hesitation dribble. Dribbling quickly, as fast as he can go, stop in place, and go hard. Now the defensive player thinks he's going to stop, but then he explodes again. This is a very explosive move. Stop and go hard. Right in place, good, and explodes again. Explode right out of there, Douglas. There, hard, good. Okay, this is a speed crossover. As he comes, he's crossing over, trying to change direction. Speed crossover, crossover dribble, changing directions as he comes down the floor. Change of direction, crossover. This is the drop step crossover. He's changing directions again, but he's dropping his foot back as he's crossing over. Drop step crossover, good. See how he drops that foot back? Changes direction, but also changes his ability to go from one side of the floor to the other. Try it again, Ken. Now the progression continues. He is now going to fake off the crossover. So if he's dribbling with his right hand, he's jabbing his left foot out. Okay, let's try this, Ken. Jab it and come. He's faking that crossover. Jab that step out. Here's the change off the crossover. He's actually faking off the crossover. Come, let's go a little harder, Ken. Jab it, jab that foot, right. Gonna fake that crossover. Fake that crossover. All right, now let's try it out with his weak hand. Coming down, jabbing his right leg. He's dribbling with his left hand, he's jabbing the right leg. Try that again. Dribbling with his left hand, jabbing his right leg. As he comes, fakes that crossover. One more time. Comes back, fakes it. Fakes that crossover. Good. This is the reverse pivot dribble. As he comes, he spins around, takes an extra dribble with the same hand, and then continues to go into the opposite direction. He will begin dribbling with his right hand, step with his left foot, extra dribble with the same hand, as he brings the ball around and now continues into the direction that he's going. Now we're in this at full speed. As he comes, reverse, extra dribble with the same hand, and goes. Now we'll come back with our right hand. Extra dribble with the same hand, spin it around, and go. Now we will demonstrate the fake reverse pivot move and come back into the same direction that he's going. Now he starts with his left hand, fakes the reverse pivot, and comes back into the same direction that he started. Now we're starting full speed with the fake reverse pivot dribble. Here comes right hand, fake that reverse and goes back to the same direction. Fake the pass and go. Now he comes with his left hand, fakes the reverse pivot, drop that foot and goes right back. Now we're going to try between the leg dribble. Now this might all seem difficult, but it is really easy if we try to break it down, and now we will for you. Now we're going to dribble with our right hand, step with our left foot out, through our legs, and now we continue to go and dribble with our left hand. Step our right foot out, through our legs, and go. Just another way of changing direction. Between our leg dribbling, just another means of changing direction. Using our legs to do so. Dribble with your left, step with your right foot out. Dribble with your left, step your right foot out. Come on back. Good, that's the way. Before we get into specific offensive moves, either for the post player or the perimeter player, we now have to learn how to catch the ball. We now have to learn how to establish a pivot foot. And for you younger people, probably the most violated mistake that you make is that the official calls traveling. So let's establish this in a proper frame of mind. There are two ways to catch the ball. Either with a one-step stop, using your left foot as your pivot foot, or a one-step stop, using your right foot as your pivot foot. The second way I can receive the ball is with a two-step stop. Whichever foot I lift up, that becomes my non-pivot foot. And now I'm ready to use an offensive move. But before we use the offensive move, let's try to receive it once again in a two-step stop. And now I am going to lift my opposite foot. Now that foot becomes my non-pivot foot. Now whether you're a perimeter player or whether you're a post player, in either case, the same rule exists. because now you might catch the ball with your back to the basket. If I catch it with a two-step stop, now if I lift a foot, that is my non-pivot foot. If I come down again on a two-step stop, whichever foot I lift, that is my non-pivot foot. So if I am taking the ball to the basket with my back, I use one of the offensive moves with my back to the basket. If I'm now going to face, I am now going to use one of the offensive moves facing the basket. Let's get started. Now we will begin our post-play offensive moves. These are a lot of fun and very, very important to your offensive game as a post player. The first move is the drop step. We will now V-cut to the basketball, establish a good offensive position, then fake towards the middle of the floor, then drop step the foot closest to the goal, then extend and shoot the ball into the basket. Tips are making sure you fake one way, then go the other way with a hard dribble and then extend. The second move is what we call the half up and under. We once again will V-cut to the ball, move our feet and half fake to the basket, then come under, hard dribble and bully to the basket. The third move is what we call the double fake off the up and under. Right now, Rodney's going to establish a pivot foot. He's going to fake off his non-pivot foot, then come back very similar to the half up and under, and then extend to the basket, either with a bully or a little baby hook shot. Tips: establishing a pivot foot. Your first fake is with your back to the basket. Then your second fake is towards the basket, and then come under and extend yourself once again to the basket. The fourth move is what we call a baby hook shot. Right now, the demonstration is one where we're going to go strictly with our right hand. Then we'll bring it to our left hand. The tips are making sure when you come across to the basket that your palm that you're shooting the ball with faces your ear, and then extend yourself once again into the basket. Now we will watch Tommy Grice take baby hook shots with his left hand. The mechanics are exactly alike. Now he has to make sure that his left palm faces his left ear as he goes up. The next move is just a complement to the hook shot. We are now going to fake the hook shot, come under, and then bully to the basket. Tips are palm faces your ear like you're going to take it, then duck under so that the offensive player has the opportunity now to gather himself, put it on the floor, and then extend to the goal. The third part of the hook shot is the jump hook. We came and we took the little baby hook, then we faked the baby hook and came under and extended. And now all we're doing is taking a little jump hook, which even gives us a better way of extending ourselves to the goal. You don't have to make as much movement to the basket, but you also, as a smaller post player, can now extend yourself even more over the person that's playing you. This move we nicknamed after Harold Presley. What we're doing on this move is we're dribbling into the lane first. From there, we reverse pivot, and then once again, extend to the goal. The tips part of this whole thing are, one, our first dribble is into the lane. Then our next dribble is with our same hand as we begin to turn and extend into the goal. This move is the Ed Pinckney move. Was very successful in his career here at Villanova. What we're doing here is, once again, V-cutting to the basketball, establishing a pivot foot, then inside pivoting, and then either faking and going to the goal or just put the ball down and going to the goal. Tips: establish a good offensive position, then reverse by either foot, and then shoot the jump shot or fake shooting the jump shot and putting the ball on the floor and extending to the goal. This last move is a hop to a two-step stop. Now you as a post player can come out to the high post and use this move as you drive to the goal. What we're doing here as tips is receiving the ball, turn and face the basket, put the ball on the floor as you extend yourself, land on both feet. Very important, where now you must either shoot the ball or pass the ball. Here, in Rodney's case, he is going to shoot it. This is called a hop to the two-step stop. Now we're getting into offensive progression for the perimeter people, those that are facing the goal. But the most important thing here when we begin to face is that we get into an offensive threat position where our non-pivot foot is forward, our whole body is facing the goal so that we can now use an offensive move. This is called an offensive threat position. Doug's right foot is his pivot foot. He's extending his left foot out. Now let's get into a triple threat position with your left foot as your pivot foot. As you can see, once again, his right foot is his non-pivot foot and is extending out, ready to take the ball to the goal with the following offensive moves. The first move is what we call fake right, go right, using our left foot as our pivot foot. The tips are as follows. We must use a short first fake and a long first step so that we can extend to the goal once again. The second part of this same move is just the exchanging of our pivot feet. Now we will use our right foot as our pivot foot, and now we're going to fake left and go left. Again, short first fake, long first step. The second move is fake right, go left. Our left foot is now our pivot foot. We are going to short first fake, long first step, but we're actually crossing over so that we can beat the guy going the opposite way. Tips: make sure that you short first fake and diagonally go directly to the goal. The second part of this move is now to alternate our pivot feet. We will now use our right foot as our pivot foot, and now we're going to fake left and go right. Tips are exactly the same, only we are changing direction. Now the third move. We just faked right and went right. We faked right and went left the next time down. Now we are going to double fake and go right. You really will have the defensive man confused. This, I think, is the best move facing the basket that there is in basketball. You have to remember, tips: a short first fake, second head fake, and come back into the same direction that you faked to start with. 3 distinct fakes: fake right, head left, go right. The second part of this move is using, once again, our right foot as our pivot foot. It becomes 3 distinct fakes as we go fake left, head right, go left. And you have to remember, as probably the most important tip, that when you fake, they are all short and quick as you take the ball to the goal. The next move, using our left foot as our pivot foot, we're going to pump fake right, dribble, and shoot the ball. We now, once again, have established a pivot foot, which is our left, and now pump like we're going to shoot it, then one dribble, shoot the ball to the goal. The reverse part of this move is now using our right foot as our pivot foot, and now we're going to pump fake left, hard dribble, and then shoot the ball. Important tip here, making sure that we gather ourselves so that when we shoot the ball, it is now in good position and arc to follow through to the goal. Keeping consistent with our offensive moves and using our left foot as our pivot foot first, we will now use the next move, which is a pump fake right and go left. Tips are strong, hard pump fake, step across our body, and then extend with this jab step to the goal. The reverse side of this is now using our right foot as our pivot foot, where we are now going to pump fake left and then cross over and go right and stick the ball in the basket. Tips are, again, quick pump fake, short first fake, then a long first step, jump as high as we can, and shoot that jumper into the basket. This is an offensive move to receive the ball, which is not used very often by young people. This is what we call a swing step right and a swing step left. If you're on the right-hand side of the floor, you are going to use your left foot as your pivot foot. If you're on a left-hand side of the floor, you're going to use your right foot as your pivot foot. Now, all you right-handers, you are so used to using your left foot as your pivot foot, you will have a problem on the left side of the basketball floor. But if you work hard, you'll get it down. Just work to be the best, and everything will fall into place. Now I'll be the defensive player as Gary receives the ball and swings. Let's see if you can handle me, Gary. Here, swing, and take it to the goal. Great. Let's try that again. Gonna come, I'm playing him, he extends, swings, takes it to the goal. That's it. One more time, try that, that's the way to go. Good, that's it, good. You see, the swing just beat me right to the goal. As he swung the ball, he drove it down and went right to the goal. Let's try it again, Gary. I don't know if you can beat me this time. Here, swing. Great shot. Good move. This move, we've nicknamed the Wilson Hop. Kenny's done a great job with this move, and what he's doing is faking right, dribble to a two-step stop, and then extending himself to the basket. Very similar to the back to the basket move that we used. Because now, once Kenny, as a very important tip, comes to this two-step stop, all he can do is either shoot it or pass it. Remember, that's critical. You cannot put the ball on the floor again. What we try to do in this videotape is to make you a better offensive basketball player. You see, this was an opportunity to improve your hands, your feet, and your eyes, so that you can react to various situations no matter where you are on the basketball floor, whether you're a guard or whether you're a forward. There are two important words that we live by here at Villanova University. There's the word effort, and there's the word strategy. I can teach you, and your coach can teach you, all the strategy possible. But the only way you're going to be better is that you must give the effort in everything you do. Take the time every day to bounce the ball just for 10, maybe 15 minutes, and then you will individually improve your game. You see, these skills that we've showed you are skills that make you become better as you dribble, as you pass, and as you shoot. Just remember, be the very best you possibly can be. And I know with that kind of attitude, you will be a good basketball player. Thank you, and God bless you.